Hello everybody, Infinity Squared here, and today I'm going to be teaching you a bit about a card game that I invented. To start out, let's read through the guidebook together. First, I've got this little image of the in-game world. Welcome to the world of Gaiastra, and to the game of Familiar. In this document, I hope to explain both the basic lore of this great world, as well as the rules of the game that takes place therein. To begin, let us take a look at the field of play. Ba-dum! This diagram serves as a showing of the basic field of play for the Familiar card game, as well as a simplified diagram of the planes of Gaiastra. The green line, that's this line, represents Gaia, the physical plane. This is the land of humans, where life is governed by the cycles of nature. Upon this line is where you play your sorcerers. The purple line, that's this one, represents Astra, the mystic plane. This plane overlaps Gaia and is home to all manner of spirits. To affect the land of Gaia, however, most of these spirits must form covenant, temporary or permanent, with the sorcerer of that plane, becoming familiars. As such, familiar cards are played on this line. The black lines perpendicular to the planes of Gaia and Astra are ley lines. These represent points of increased overlap between the two planes, where covenants can be made. There are 3 ley lines on the field of play, and cards are played on the intersection of the ley line and their associated plane. A sorcerer and familiar on the same ley line are bonded. So, if you look up here, scroll faster, Microsoft Word. If I play, let's say I play Infinite Wanderer right here as a sorcerer, and then play the familiar Blade Tiger right behind it, now they're bonded. And you'll learn what that is in a bit. This is a diagram of all the information held on a mage card. In the upper left corner is the mana cost to play that sorcerer. I think that might have been a typo. Well, the upper right shows one of the 6 class symbols, which may be referenced by card effects. On the left edge is 5 HP points. When a mage attacks a card with defense greater than its attack, or is attacked by a card with attack greater than its defense, it loses HP equal to the difference, and when its HP reaches 0, it is destroyed. So, if this second life sorcerer attacked a card with 6 defense, oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, it has been defeated. If it's attacked by a card with 7 attack, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, again, it's been defeated. Of course, that's what effects come into play. In the middle of the card is an image of the mage, with the attack and defense directly below it. The attack in a red triangle on a yellow background, and the defense in a green rectangle on a blue background. The hexagon below the attack and defense is the card's effect, the way in which the card alters the flow of play. In this case, when this card is destroyed, summon a 2/1 Warlock class second life token. At the very bottom is the lore of the card, giving insight to its nature or even a message from the card itself. So, let's look through this card in its entirety. Second Life Sorcerer. I believe that is Mystic class. 2 cost, 5 HP as normal. 1 attack, 2 defense. Effect. When this card is destroyed, summon a 2 attack, 1 defense Warlock class second life token. A sorcerer who, through means unknown, achieved a second soul. The 6 classes are Channeler, represented by 2 flowing lines. Healer, represented by an open heart. Illusionist, represented by a half-lidded eye. Mystic, represented by 3 circles. Warlock, represented by a 3-pointed flame. And Warrior, represented by a barbed spear. This is a familiar card. As you can see, familiar cards have no HP. This is because they cannot exist on their own on the field of battle. Familiar is played by paying the associated mana cost and placing it on the spot behind a sorcerer. The 2 cards become bonded, and attack and defend as one entity by combining their stats. As opposed to classes, familiars have elements. So here we've got Fire Element, Soul Blaze Dragon, 3 cost, 3 attack, 2 defense. Once per turn, you can take 3 damage. For the rest of this turn, this card gains 5 attack and defense. Also, its bonded card can attack 3 times. The Dragon whose heart burns with rage. I'm pretty proud of the drawing here. I changed the art for this one because the original one was kind of generic and not that fun, but I like this one. This is how the elements are divided. There are 3 elements of Astra, light, dark, and fire, and 3 elements of Gaia, water, earth, and wind. There are 2 elements of creation, light and water. Presenting preservation are dark and earth, and destruction is represented by fire and wind. The gameplay is fairly simple. Each player begins with a deck of 30 to 60 cards of their choosing, and draws 5 of those cards to act as their starting hand. Each player starts with 15 HP. The first turn of play is regarded as turn 0, with each turn counting, the turn count increasing by 1 each turn. First player's first turn, turn 0. Second player's first turn, turn 1. First player's second turn, turn 2, etc. At the beginning of each turn, the turn player gains mana equal to the turn count, which can be used to play cards. They also draw 1 card unless it's turn 0. Don't draw on your first turn. During the main body of the turn, the player may play cards, activate the effects, and declare attacks, except for turn 0, when attacks can't be declared. If a card attacks another card, damage is dealt based on card stats, as explained during the mage section. If your card is destroyed, you take 1 damage. If a card can attack and the opponent has no cards in the field, it enters Blitz, dealing 1 damage to that opponent. You lose if your HP reaches 0, or if you run out of cards in your deck. And that is how you play Familiar. So, I guess, next up, shift to this scene, and now, any minute now, I should have opened up Photoshop in advance of this, oopsie doopsie, but, it's opening up now, I think. Yep, which means that if the software works as it's supposed to, hopefully, huh, let's see. It's not recording. Let me try switching there and back. Oh no. I had a mistake there. Oops, I had it set to record image ready. Which is weird because there's supposed to be a different tab for that, but oh well. Anyways, now we can get into a fun part. I get to show you some cards. Oops, that's my animation folder. Where is it? Familiars. And let's start with It's scrolling uncontrollably. Let's start with Familiar. Ashen Angel. When the sorcerer this card is bonded to is destroyed, gain mana equal to its cost. The text formatting there is atrocious. I'm going to fix it. It's way too small. Now it's slightly too big. Now it's just right. An angel that was banished from the divine realm after accidentally starting a fire that burnt down the sacred grove. Look, homeless angel. So sad. Fire element, 1 cost. And then, let's look at another card. What card could we look at? I mean, there are so many cards in the game. If you can't tell, there's a specific card I'm looking for. Well, I didn't find that card, but... Oh, I didn't mean to open this one, but... Knight's Phantom. When the warrior you control is destroyed, you can bond this card to a card you control free of charge. A knight so noble and dedicated that they continue to serve even after death. Here it is. I thought, since you saw that first card, you might want to see this second card. Phoenix Angel, the Reborn! You can summon or bond this card for no cost by silencing a fire card in your discard pile. In the discard pile, this card is also treated as fire. It's 5 cost, Divine. I haven't told you about that stuff yet because it's a special secret, and shiny. I forgot to do a stroke. Layer style, stroke. I said stroke. There we go. And then there are some other cool cards. There's a lot that I like making. Well, I like making all of them. Ooh, I can show off. I mentioned this one earlier. Blade Tiger. It has no effect. It's just pointy key. Divinity Riser. When this card is summoned, add a divine card from your deck to your hand. A young warrior who fights for the gods. If you can't tell, based on Saint Seiya. They said it. Boys are born true fighters. Then we got Terminator, based on Pegasus Tenma, also from the Saint Seiya series, and the Time You Punched a Rock. This card attacks and deals no damage. It gains 1 attack and defense and can attack again. The true power of determination. The power to never truly fail. See, stats are low, but it can just keep smacking things again and again. And it goes really well with, where is it? Ah, here it is. The card Armor Bracer. The bottom card takes no damage when attacking. See, enchanted armor that prevents recoil damage. You see, if you bond this to this, then it attacks, it deals no damage, but it also takes no damage. Which means you basically can use its effect to keep attacking for no cost. All for the cost of 4 mana. Next, let's look through some more stuff. Ah yes, here is one. Dark Phoenix Knight, the last of the legendary Phoenix Knights, fall into darkness. He has lore importance. It's almost sounded like I said low importance. No, he has very high importance because he's a character from the lore. War Knight of War's Flame. This card loses attack equal to its own health. True War is the flame of violence. It's based on Ares of Greek mythology, and then I've also got Owl Knight of War's Grace over here, which is based on, of course, Athena of Greek mythology. This card loses defense equal to its health. See, they're exact opposite counterparts. True War is the game of minds. They're both wrong. War is just a bad idea. That's what war is. So said Doctor Who. The show, not the character. I mean, the character also. But that's not his name. Anyways, here's another cool divinity card. It can be played any turn because of its effect. This card's attack, defense, and cost are all equal to the current turn count. Well, child, do you have stories for me? I think... Yeah, the shadow from his cloak is its own layer. And so is this. And so is this. I'm also going to add stroke here. I'm really glad I got taught what the stroke tool does because it's very useful when making text. Come on. And then set color to black. Okay. And save. I got so many cards to show off. Making this has been really super fun. Ooh. Soul of Lightning. This card's cost, attack, and defense are equal to the card it's bonded to. Lightning flowing through your veins inspires you to bravery. It's a reference to Chrono Trigger the musical. which is not an official Chrono Trigger piece of media. Here's Sunfire Dragon. This card gains 1 attack and defense for each mana you have. Dragon that burns like the heart of the sun. I would use that card if I was playing this game. Just so you know, in case you were ever going up against me. Tree of Scarlet Nectar. At the end of each of your turns, heal the bottom card by 1, and increase its attack by 1. The Scarlet Nectar, great source of power, is juice from a fruit. Oh, want to see something silly? I accidentally saved this drawing into this file. It's a whale. And I got its mouth wrong. This is its chin. This is supposed to be its chin, so why is there a spot between the bottom of its mouth and its chin? It's a whale. Anyways, I believe that's all for now. Thank you for listening to me talk about my card game. Hopefully someday I'll get enough interest in it that people can actually, play it. Anyways, that's all for now. See you later. Bye.